What's up, guys? We're at my shop. We're gonna work on my S10 today. We got a Turbo 400 sitting on the pallet. It's been over there for a little while. We're gonna try to get it in the truck today. Probably won't get it done. I still need to order a shifter, redo a transcooler line. I need to figure out a drive shaft and a couple other small things. Other than that, let's get started. So there's a Turbo 400 out of the truck still. We didn't get it in there because we ran into a little issue. Nothing bad, just I got sent the wrong pilot. This is I guess you would say the standard pilot for small block Chevy and stuff, and I need a longer pilot for an LS engine. So Brandon over at BTE, shout out to him for, he's going to overnight that to me. I should have it tomorrow, and I can actually get this thing bolted all the way in. It's just a standard case for now. Eventually I'll send it back, get the removable valve housing done, and the trans brake done, and a couple other things, probably freshen up, maybe make some more power with it and stuff like that. But the other thing I had to do was modify my cross member. So if you imagine, this is in the truck, and the truck engine's this way, rear end's this way. The 4L80 actually mounts right here. So all this is a piece of 2.5 inch angle iron. So all I did was just run to Home Depot and grab another stick of it, cut it down to the pretty much same length, and drilled the holes in it, and then welded it on. I had my buddy weld it on because I ran out of gas on my welder, so that'll work. So now, if I ever go back to 4L80, got the tab here, Turbo 400 tab there. Speaking of old 4L80, there's my old 4L80 right there. So what's done to this, I don't remember what, I think it's a 10 inch, 10.5 inch, whatever converter that a local shop had built. They did a really good job on that. I actually had them redo that converter like 4 times before. It has a TCI manual valve body and some clutches in it and stuff. The pump seal blew out in this and just started dumping fluid. I didn't even get to really race the truck on this setup. I put the trans together myself, and I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So I just tried it out just to see if I could figure it out. Didn't quite work as I planned, and I did have a lot of issues with this trans. I actually have another transmission case over here on the side, and I pulled the guts out of this, swapped them to that, and then swapped them back to this, and I kept having issues with it. I put it back to like relatively stock, and it still had an issue. Well, come to find out, whenever I first put the TCI manual body in it, I went out, it also has a trans brake, by the way. I went out to the parking lot here, and I grabbed the trans brake, kind of hit it a little bit, and everything was good. Pulled it back in, checked some fluids and stuff. Just kind of like moved the shifter through the gears just to get some fluid everywhere. Well, the next day I let the truck warm up, got it up to temperature, pulled it out there, grabbed the trans brake, started to spool it up, and then it just let go. And I thought, well, okay, well, maybe I accidentally let the button go or something. Well, come to find out, what caused me to swap the case and swap a bunch of parts around, the sprag on the overdrive unit broke, and I didn't see it, didn't smell it. There was nothing in the pan, and I pulled it apart, but I never took the overdrive unit apart, which I'll show you over here. So when you pull it apart, here's your overdrive sprag. If you look down inside, you can see that it's pretty toasted. And what happened and there's part of the sprag case. I grenaded that sprag and had pretty much no drive of the entire transmission, and I thought there was something that I did, and come to find out it was something I did, but it was mainly that little piece of plastic broke, and I think they upgraded that, but that was just something I never did. Should have, but oh well. So we'll get the transmission put in sometime this week. This pilot should be here tomorrow, and then after that comes in, I gotta get my shifter ordered, a couple pieces for the drive shaft ordered, go get a drive shaft made after I measure for the drive shaft. So I'll put the truck on the ground, I'll kind of bounce it a little bit to kind of settle the suspension as much as possible, and then I'll measure the length from the flange to the output shaft on the transmission, and that'll give them the length they need to know, and I'll take them the pieces I need to order, and they can build my drive shaft. As soon as that's done, I'll finish out, I'll get my shifter, get it mounted, get the transcooler stuff mounted, and go from there. And then we'll do some testing in the truck, see how everything feels smooth, and we'll go from there. So I'm not sure if I even talked about my truck. It's a 95 S10 with a Gen 4 6-liter stock bottom end with a cam. It's got a turbo, got the big 4-inch fender exit. You know, got to have that in the street truck. It's got the SVE wheels on it right now. Got the adapters to go to Ford wheels. It's running a Ford 8.8 in it with the Caltrax and monoleaf. It's just got some single adjustable Ranchero shocks. You can see my transcooler's quite dirty, needs to be cleaned. I'm gonna go ahead and flush that and make sure ain't no material or anything in it. And then you can also see I got the flex plate already mounted with the ARP hardware and everything. It's got coilovers and some nice control arms and stuff. Still needs a few things. You can also see those are the intercooler lines. This is a air to water setup. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything back there, but there's the intercooler, and then there's a tank, and then of course the cage, and the truck's still full interior. Once we get the truck running, I'll get some more footage of it idling and driving it around, and we'll go do some test hits in it and go play around on the truck a little bit and actually have some fun in it. Hopefully before too long we'll get my buddy Chicks' truck done in, and we can go cruise the two trucks around and go to the track and just go tear up some people at the track and go have some fun. So a little update video. We got the cooling system kind of routed and everything. Still waiting on hey Groot, what you doing, buddy? What are you doing, buddy? You wanna say hi? We got the cooling system on here. We still need to load the tune-up. We still need to button up a few things, but the main thing is getting the truck running, check for exhaust leaks, painting the exhaust, and wrapping it, just so it don't rust or anything, because this is not galvanized pipe. It's just bare pipe. We need to get a belt for it, wire in the alternator, finish. We got to redo the fuel system a little bit because we did change the intake, so we're going to probably pull this feed line out and change it. I think we have a long enough piece of hose to make a new feed line, and then we need to maybe lengthen this line a little bit to so it doesn't have any tension on it. So if the engine kind of flexes a little bit, it doesn't pull on that. And then finish buttoning up a few things up front before we go get it tuned. We still need to do the rest of the fuel system wiring. We need to shorten this hose up. We're gonna go get some relays, some waterproof relays for back here. All this stuff will be waterproof. The truck won't really be driven in the rain or anything, but just in case, if it ever gets caught in the rain or he's washing it, he doesn't have to worry about that stuff. That's aluminum piece, that's not steel, so should stay looking pretty good for a while. So we're gonna end the video off here. If you want to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to follow stuff like Chicks' truck, my S10, the Land Rover, which we are still filming on right now. That Bronco build also will be coming up pretty soon. We're gonna try to do some events this year. We're going to do Texas 2K first, and then we're going to do Rocky Mountain Race Week. I'm really trying to push to do Rocky Mountain Race Week. I haven't been. I wanted to go last year. I had some transmission issues. So this year, for sure, I'm trying to get my truck ready to do that. Also, we got C10s in the park. I take my 12-valve Cummins swap ramp truck every year. I tried to take my big truck last year, which I'll show you in another video. I have a square body C70 big semi-style enclosed box truck ramp truck. I'll do some video on that too as well. That's a really cool event. They let you barbecue. You can bring your kids. They have it's in the park, so you can the kids have a place to play. They have a playground area. You can barbecue. You can bring your dogs, bring your cats. I don't know, your snakes, your lizards, whatever you have, bring them. It's cool. I don't know who walks their cat on a leash, but whatever. So if you want to check that event out, definitely check out c10sinthepark.com. I'm not sponsored by them by any means. I'm just giving them a shout out. They have a really good event. So if you've never been, go check it out for sure. It is a really cool event. Went last year, went the year before, and before that. It's super awesome, real laid back. And you can check out some really cool trucks. So keep an eye out, and we'll see you. Peace.